Hi you guys, so this is Rebecca from the Makerspace, and I'm going to teach you how to make some marbled shaving cream paper, which you can really easily do from home. And you can do it to make all sorts of things, like this card that you could give to a friend, or a coaster, or even stars that you can put on your wall. Really, whatever you want to do. It's fun for people of all ages. I've led students through the ages of 4 through 13, and they all have enjoyed their time. So these are the things you're going to need. You're either going to have a spatula or a squeegee. Either one works. If you don't have either of these things that you're willing to get dirty, you can use some cardboard. Next, you need some cardstock paper, some shaving foam or cream, but not gel, and then food dye or liquid watercolor. Either of these will work and do the trick. And lastly, a tray and a little kebab stick or toothpick, anything that's sharp. So first, you're just going to spray down a first little layer of shaving cream. It doesn't have to be too much. It just needs to be enough to be a thin spread. You'll see me smooth it down soon. And yeah, a little bit goes a really long way. The trick here is just to make sure that you have a really nice smooth layer and that it's not too bumpy, but it doesn't really matter too much. You'll get the hang of it with time. And if you have a little one at home that you're helping out with this project, you might want to do it for them, because this is where the fun part becomes. So you're going to take your colors. I chose red, yellow, and blue because they're primary colors, and I wanted to make a rainbow effect so that when the yellow and the red and the yellow go together, it's going to make orange. When the yellow and the blue go together, it's going to make green, and you're going to get a nice little rainbow gradient. But you can do anything. This is really where it gets personal to yourself. And you're going to want to make sure that you have a nice mix of food dye drops or liquid watercolor drops to white shaving cream, because you don't want your colors to get too muddled or mixed together. You still want to have a nice white swirl. Now you're going to take your pointy little stick. You can use anything. I'm using a kebab stick or a skewer. And I'm going with my hand very, very parallel to the tray and going in an upright position and swirling around in a figure 8 style. We've sped it up a little bit, but I'm just doing this time and time and time again. And you can do really any design you want. You can just do thin strokes, but I like the swirly effect, which is what I'm doing here. And if you want more colors in a certain area, or if you want to change up your design, it's not too hard. You just need to add a little bit of more food coloring, and you can use some more white shaving cream from the sides to put into the middle. And just keep swirling. And see, I wanted some purple on the end, so I added a little bit more food dye. And you get your desired effect. So I'm just swirling more and more. I'm trying to find a section that will satisfy a good dipping. Depending on your size of paper, you might want to make sure that the edges are a little bit more clean, but that's really up to you. So now comes the dipping part, which is my favorite part. So I'm going to find a section that I like, and I'm going to dip it just right in place. So I like the nice middle section. You get a nice range of colors, and you press it into the cream. You can get your fingers dirty. You'll have a little bit of dyed fingers. You can also wear gloves if you don't want to have some colorful fingers, but it's kind of fun to get messy. And so then you peel it up. It doesn't need a certain amount of time to dry. It just needs to be placed in, pressed down, and picked up. And then you can put that off to the side and place it down so that it's ready to scrape. Again, you don't need any time for it to dry. You just need to make sure you're doing a good job scraping, but the colors won't bleed, anything like that. And here's the big reveal. Maybe just wipe it off on some paper towels on the side, and then just continue to scrape. And then you're done. You don't need any time to dry. You can start to cut it out, use it to craft, do whatever you really like with it. Really simple, easy, again, for all ages to do. It's really, really fun. And ta-da, that's it. I found that with food dye, you get a more vivid effect, whereas with liquid watercolor, you get a slightly less opaque effect, but you both get a good one nonetheless. I hope you enjoy.